How you doing, folks? I'm Gary and this is a Cultural Drummer. Welcome back to another wee episode here in the dining rooms, folks. For this wee episode, what I've gone for is a little bottle of Bowmore. This is a Bowmore 12-year-old. We'll pour this into the glass and then we'll have a wee chat. Here we go. Bowmore Distillery. It is one of the Islay distilleries. It's more southern on the island of Islay. It's said to be the oldest working distillery on Islay and reportedly one of the oldest distilleries in existence in Scotland. Said to run from about 1779, I think it is. Today the distillery is owned by the Beam Suntory Group, which is a Japanese-American spirits group, organisation, retailers. They have a fantastic range of, gins, vodkas, bourbons, whatever it is, they've got their fingers into that pie. Within Scotch, they have the Bowmore, they have Lefroy, they've got Glengarry, they've got Auchentoshan, and as the name suggests, with the Beam in it, out in America, they've got Jim Beam, I think they've got Maker's Mark and various other things out there. So they're not a small organisation. Okay, the 12-year-old, pretty much, it's out at 40%, the bare minimum ABV. It's going to be chill filtered. There's probably some colour in there. As far as a sort of core range goes, I think they've got a 12-year-old, a 14, a 16 type thing, the standard age ranges, but they're not something that you grab off your shelves all the time. You're going to have to go out there, look at your sort of more specialist spirit retailers, your online spirits, and order them that way. You're not going to really find them on the supermarket shelves. They also have a bit of a prestige sort of VIP marketing angle as well. They've got tie-ins with Aston Martin cars, and they quite often have a high-end side to their whiskey as well. But let's give this one a sniff and see what we've got in there. It's an Islay dram, and as we know, the largest percentage of drams that come out of Islay are peated, and this is no exception, and there is peat on my nose. Not massive, but it's there. I'm also getting a sort of vanilla influence on it. It's nothing startling. It's a decent sort of, for want of using another term, because I hate the term, it's a kind of entry level, first step on the ladder type dram. So it's quite, I would say, mellow in its peatiness. It's not a bad nose, just nothing really exciting. We sip. The smokiness, the peatiness is definitely more there, but it's still quite watery. There's a slight brown sugarness to it. I almost want to say there's a kind of mushroom taste to it. When you take a breath in there, when you've got some, the smokiness it's a lot more, there's that kind of almost, wet, smoky, wet pebbles, that campfire smokiness. It's more so on the palate than on the nose. It's kind of, maybe if you're standing over a campfire and you take a breath in, you get that smoke into your mouth more than in your nose. Yeah, it's quite watery. There's no real, for me, there's no character in it there. I suppose if I was saying introducing somebody to peat and I didn't want them to get a full smack in the face type peat thing, I might, you know, give them a glass of this. Yeah, it's yeah, it doesn't particularly appeal to me, but yeah, I could see how I could maybe share it with some other people just to get them used to peat. But that's about it. Bowmore, 12-year-old. I'll finish this. That'll do me. It's lunch.